Okay, I did it. I took the shot, and the results were pretty shocking, I have to say. Today I'm going to tell you about my first week on a GLP-1 medication, why I did it, what I felt like, all the things for my first week. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to show you how much weight I lost. So come with me. Let's go ahead and go in this journey together. Let's do it. All right, my name is Brad, and I've been overweight my entire life. So it has been a long time coming. I'm 44 years old. It's time for me to take control of my life, really get rid of this extra weight I've been carrying forever. I, like many people, have tried to lose weight all the time. Like, you can think of anything you can think of, I have tried. I think I've lost the same 20 pounds like 10 times, right? 100 times, who knows? You do a diet and then it works for a little bit and then you just get off track. Like, you have one slip up and then the slip up meal turns into a slip up day, and the slip up day turns into a slip up month, and then before you know, you're back to where you started or even worse. So that's my story. That's everyone's story who's tried to lose weight. I always think it's funny because people who have been overweight for a long time are the best. They know the most about losing weight. Trust me. If you ask any person who's overweight, like, they know the 10 ways they can lose weight. It's just doing it is the problem. So my wife is a family physician. She has been with me forever. We have been together for we've been married for 22 years. Hope she doesn't watch this. 20 something years. It's been a long time. And she came to me the other day and said, have you thought about taking one of these GLP-1 medications? And I was like, I don't know. I thought they were super expensive. And she's like, well, they just dropped the price. You might think about it. And I think you should go and maybe give it a shot. Now, my wife is super conservative as a physician. She does not prescribe. She's not one of those have her prescription pad out all the time, giving everybody prescriptions. So when she says something, it really hits home for me. So I listened. I said, hey, why not? Let's give it a shot. A couple days later, I scheduled an appointment with my doctor. Again, you can't, your doctor wife can't prescribe you medication and can't be your actual doctor, but she's my home doctor. She tells me what to do. But anyway, so I went to the doctor and I said, hey, can I get some more information on these GLP-1 medications if I was a good candidate? I do not have diabetes. I don't have pre-diabetes. I've been pretty lucky that way. I have had some labs done recently, and I noticed my blood pressure is high. I'm on that edge of pre-diabetes, so it's I'm overweight. So it's time to kind of deal with it. So my doctor said, okay, let's do Zepbound, because apparently, this channel is not about any kind of medical knowledge, by the way. This is just my experience, because I'm a chef by trade. I am not a medical professional in any shape or form. But apparently Zepbound and Mounjaro are the same thing, but Mounjaro is for diabetes control and Zepbound is approved for weight control. So I'm going to be on Zepbound. So it was a pretty easy process. Again, they sent in the prescription. I got a text that said from Lilly Direct that said hey, go ahead and pay your money, and then we will go ahead and send out your Zepbound. So that's what I did. My doctor did give me a sample of Mounjaro to kind of do in the interim of the couple of days it might take to get, or week it might take to get the Zepbound. So I went ahead and did what everyone does, it seems like, from my research, is they take their medication, they put it in the fridge, and then they think about it for a couple of days. And that's what I did. So I don't know why, because I was is this my last meal? Is this, I'm never gonna enjoy food again? I don't know. So what I did was I put it in the fridge, and then I did what any self-respecting person would do. I went to go get Mexican food. This is why I had the problem, right? Going for my last meal. So I went and had lunch with my wife. We talked about it. I had the Zepbound, I had the Mounjaro sample in my refrigerator, and then I talked to her about when should I start. And this was actually on a Wednesday, and she was like, well, you should start right away. Why don't you start now? And I'm like, okay, well, let's not do it now. I got to get my mind right. Let's do it on Thursday. Let's do it the next day. So I did that. That's what I did. So I went ahead and took the shot on a Thursday. Again, if it was me, I probably would have waited another couple weeks, right? But she's pushing me. It's like, go, just do it. You already did all the hard part. Just go and do the shot. So I had the Mounjaro pen. It was very easy to do. The shot was simple. It was very, very painless. I didn't think, I won't say painless, but I'll say not as, it's like I got a flu shot a couple weeks ago. It was not even anywhere near as painful as a flu shot. But again, I don't have a thing with needles, so it wasn't a problem for me. Just go ahead, let's do this thing. I took the shot, and then I'm like, you're always like looking at how you feel. What do I feel like? You almost really dive so much deeper into how you're feeling every second. I was just getting over a cold at that time, so I don't know if these were side effects or I was just getting over a cold. So I felt a little bit of fatigue that first day, but other than that, really nothing. And my appetite kind of went away. Like within a couple of hours, I was not hungry anymore. It was kind of weird because I've never taken a medication that has done what it say it's going to do right away, which is kind of duh because it's an injection. So it's not a pill that takes like time to dissolve and get through your body. It's an injection. So it's going to take not a lot of time. Well, my appetite went away completely. And that night I didn't think about food. We had dinner. I like piled my plate high like I always do with food. And then I ate like a third of it, which has kind of been funny throughout my first week because I still put things on my plate that I used to eat. And now I can't finish it all. I feel full. I feel satiated. And I'm really trying to like listen to my body and say like, hey, it's time to stop. Go ahead. Just stop. Stop eating. And then this is what you're going to feel like. And you know what? It's been kind of freeing because I would eat until my plate is done. So I put food on my plate. I continue eating until it was out. We go out to dinner. I have 4 kids, so I might eat some of their food. Like it just never seemed like enough, So this has been a very interesting experience because it's enough. Like I eat a smaller portion of food and it feels okay. It feels good. So that's been my kind of appetite suppressant experience so far. But it happened so quickly. I was very surprised. And it happened throughout the week. I work from home, so I would do a lot of work. I wouldn't eat breakfast. I'd eat a little bit of lunch and then eat dinner, and then I'm good to go. No snacking at night, no snacking during the day. It really cut out all those things. I didn't even think about it. I think that's the weirdest part. So I'm gonna say a word. If you've done some Mounjaro or GLP-1 research, you heard the word food noise. Never heard of it until I started watching YouTube videos. But it really is kind of a good explanation because you don't think about food anymore. And if my kids didn't ask me 100 times a day what's gonna be for dinner, I wouldn't even think about even probably making dinner. There are some times I'm just like, by the time we get to dinner, I'm like, I don't know. Like I could have a little bit, but I don't need a lot. So it's been pretty crazy. So I did some research about how to stay hydrated. I've been trying to do that. A lot of water during the day. But again, as soon as you drink a lot of water, you get filled up and you don't feel like eating. So it's been an issue to try to get enough food, get enough protein. I know protein's a big thing. We'll talk about that a lot on this channel, but getting enough protein, especially as a guy, the protein intake, it needs to be a lot so you have muscle, so you can stave off any muscle loss. But you know what? For this first week, I was just trying to see what happens, just get through it, just see how I feel. So I went through the weekend, everything's going great. We even had pizza night. So we have pizza on Fridays. I had, we had pizza and I usually have 3-4 slices. I only had 1. I usually eat the crust from some of my other kids because it's good pizza. I don't want to let it go to waste. Well, I couldn't do that. I was like, oh, just go ahead and put it on the other plate. Another interesting thing was, so we have pizza on Fridays. On Saturday mornings, I always get up before everybody else. I'm an early riser. So I always find myself getting up at 6 or 6:30 and being like, you know what, there's pizza in the fridge. I should have a slice of pizza for breakfast. But then I end up having 2 slices of pizza, a breadstick. Then I end up, when everyone gets up, we have breakfast. So I was like, once I took the shot and I had my lighter meal for on Friday night, on Saturday morning, I didn't even think about pizza. I didn't even know there was pizza in the fridge. I didn't think about it at all, which has been so weird because like it's up here that is where all this stuff starts, you know? Like you get habits of like, I have pizza on Friday night and then I'm gonna get another slice on Saturday morning before anybody gets up. And then, man, I didn't have any of those thoughts. I did not eat the pizza. I had a cup of coffee and I was good to go. So everything's going good on the first week. We made it through the weekend. Wednesday was the day before my next shot, and this is where things started to get real. Okay, so you can tell like on that last day before your shot, like, okay, I'm starting to get a little hungrier. And I just wanted to, like, I thought I could just go through the rest of the day like I had the previous days where I either eat breakfast or lunch, but not both, and then just kind of sail through the day. Well, Wednesday, my hunger came back a little bit. Earlier in the week, I was like 25% hungry. This was 50% hungry. And before I took the shot at all, my old self was 100% hungry. So it still wasn't like crazy food noise, but it was a little bit more than what I had experienced previously in the week. So again, going forward, I'm gonna combat that knowing that's coming. So knowing that Wednesday is gonna be a day where I probably need to like eat a high protein breakfast, satiate, fill up, so that I don't make bad choices throughout the day. But that was interesting kind of revelation as I'm doing the whole Zepbound thing. Oh wait, for the results. So I'm a big guy. I'm 6'1". I weighed in before we started at 304 pounds. And after taking the Mounjaro shot, you know, the Zepbound's coming, and then just going throughout the whole week, I weighed in at 298 pounds. So I lost 6 pounds in my first week of the Mounjaro / Zepbound shot. One of the things that really got me through the week was this breakfast sandwich that I make. It's an egg white breakfast sandwich. It's very high protein. So especially that Wednesday, I made this sandwich just to really stock up on that protein. It's got 50 grams or something of protein. I'm gonna show you that video next if you click over here. Thank you so much for coming with me on this journey. I got more stuff coming, and go check out how to make that breakfast sandwich, and we'll see you on the next one.